So I'm pretty sure that you probably heard of some pretty crazy trades that may happen this NBA season. Possibly Paul George going to the Lakers, Andre Drummond probably going to the Wizards, DeMarcus probably going to the Cavs, and then you may have DeAndre going to the Cavs, and so on and so on. But there are 5 trades you probably have never heard of this year that may happen and may change how the NBA season may pan out for the rest of this year. So here are 5 blockbuster trades that could happen before the trade deadline this year.
Iverson working against Austin with a pullout.
Gets it to LeBron for 3 for the win. Yeah! Here is Durant for the win.
It's Lillard. He got the shot off. Lillard.
Drummond battling offensive rebound. That's what he
So number 5, we have Andre Drummond going to the Wizards, and then the Wizards sending Marcin Gortat and Kelly Oubre Jr. to the Pistons. Detroit coach Stan Van Gundy is not the one who's afraid to speak his mind, but he is fond of skilled centers. Andre Drummond might not be his favorite type of big man, but don't get me wrong, Andre Drummond is really good. But due to his physical attributes, his intense training, however, the Pistons are really thin on the wings, and there has been a lot of rumors going around that Drummond might be traded. Now the Wizards may want to shake things up because there has been also some frustration about the team underperforming. They could also be willing to trade Marcin Gortat and Kelly Oubre Jr. in order to lure Andre Drummond. A move that could benefit both sides. Stan Van Gundy will get a more skilled center in Marcin Gortat and a young wing that is capable of filling the gap at the small forward position. Now at number 4, we have a trade that I'm pretty much dreading that doesn't happen because I am a Lakers fan and I'm pretty happy with the players right now and I want to see them develop all together. But the Lakers sending Julius Randle and Jordan Clarkson to the Thunder for Paul George. Now the Lakers are not going anywhere this season. We all know that.
An era of the War Eagles.
Ooh, watch out, Chuck.
Watch out,
it'll
Chuck.
no longer be the loveliest.
Watch out, Chuck.
It'll no longer be the loveliest village on the plain.
What's that? Wow, what are you ducking for? Lonzo Ball shooting. Some bricks coming around.
Oh, you're looking at another game.
And they expressed the intention to sign at least one superstar this summer. They have at least one asset to move, like Julius Randle and Jordan Clarkson, and they just might cut a deal here with the Thunder on this one. Now the Thunder are not having the best season they thought they would have when they shuffled the deck this summer, and there is no guarantee that Paul George will resign with this team when the summer is over. In the fear of losing him to nothing, they would really benefit from this trade. They would get a really skilled big man in Julius Randle, while Jordan Clarkson will both fill guard positions with such much needed depth. Now at number 3, we have Marcus Smart going to the Celtics, and then the Celtics sending Daniel Theis and a 1st-round pick and a 2nd-round pick to Memphis. Now Memphis have been decimated by injuries once again this season. They have currently the 3rd worst record in the NBA. Mike Conley has a lingering Achilles injury that can cost him the season, while Chandler Parsons looks like the biggest bust of the last decade. This might be the time for them to rebuild on that must start with Marcus Smart. Getting a couple of picks for the draft is the way to go, while Daniel Theis has actually emerged as a pretty decent option. Now at number 2, we have DeAndre Jordan going to the Cavs, and then the Cavs sending the 1st-round pick from the Knicks, and they're sending Ante Zizic plus assets to match DeAndre's contract. The Clippers are most likely going to not make the playoffs this season, not because of the lack of depth, but mostly due to injuries. They are bound to rebuild sometime soon. DeAndre Jordan has already been linked to numerous trades, getting the Nets pick, and along with promising sending Ante Zizic, might be enough to convince the Clippers to send DeAndre to the Cavs. But they can maybe grab Channing Frye or Amon Shumpert in this trade. Now at number 1, we have possibly the biggest trade that could happen this season, and that is DeMarcus coming from the Pelicans to the Cavs, and the Cavs sending Amon Shumpert, Channing Frye, Ante Zizic, and the 1st-round pick from the Nets. Now the Pelicans seemingly got DeMarcus for nothing last season, but they did decimate their bench in order to do so. They have been really unlucky though, as they have thought they would be a great contender, but the Western Conference grew really strong this offseason, and they have currently the 8th in the Western Conference so far, and there is no guarantee that DeMarcus will stay. Tons of teams will pursue him in free agency this summer, and he might be able to find a spot on a team that has actual chance for making the title. And not to say the Pelicans, who are currently fighting for the last playoff spot. Now, on the other hand, this would be a no-brainer trade for the Cavaliers, who will eventually shed Frye and Shumpert's contracts. But bringing in Cousins would create a dominant big four with LeBron, Kevin Love, Isaiah Thomas. They would have to give up the Nets pick, but they would build a fearsome starting lineup, maybe even better than the Golden State Warriors have. So thank you for watching my video today, and make sure to comment down below if I missed anything, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And thank you for watching NBA Daily.